Welcome. This is Melinda Barlow, CZT, Certified Zen Tangle Teacher, and today's tangle is JoKi. This is the tangle by Kim Aarts, and it is another wonderful tangle by Kim. It's very addictive. I absolutely fell in love with it. Of course, it goes great with the saying that for this week. But you are going to love the tangle. Oops. Let me move that so you can see a couple of other samples of the tangle JoKi. And we are going to draw today on gray paper using a black Micron 01 pen, a Jelly Roll by Sakura, and a chalk pencil, and a lead pencil. I couldn't find my small lead pencil, so we're going to take a large one. And I'm just going to put a dot in the corners and a border. And this time I'm going to just draw a little wavy string because I like to do JoKi can be done anyway, but done on a little, just give you a pathway for it to go on, creates a great tangle pattern. So we're going to start out in the very bottom corner, and I'm just going to draw a spiral. So I just do a little spiral. And then I'm going to come from the bottom corner, up and around, far around as I can go, and then touch back in. And I'm going to repeat this as many times as I like. That's probably as many as I'm going to do on this particular one. And then I am going to draw just a couple of lines up from the bottom. That's my little variation on JoKi from Kim Aarts, but I really recommend that you find your own variation. People who create these tangles, they've designed it themselves, but they don't care if you change it in your own little variation. And then I'm just going to do another spiral, and I'm going to use that line, that pencil line that I've drawn, just to kind of keep me in line here. And then I'm going to come around. That was a little larger one. So this JoKi is going to be a little bit larger. And then I'm going to come up from the bottom here. And you can go either direction with your spiral, and you can make your second lower narrow. It can end about any place you'd like it to end. I just end about, just come part way up. And then this kind of anchors it down for me so that that spiral doesn't look like it's floating out there. I'm going to rotate this a little bit. I'm going to do a very small spiral. There's a piece of lint there. Then I anchor it down with those little lines there. And there we have JoKi. And you could even come out from the side. Do your little spiral. Now, to shade this one, to give it this beautiful look of dimension, you can see a big difference in the two. So let me just show you what I did to achieve that. One thing I love to do is I love circles. So I'm going to put just a few circles in here, in between my JoKis. Anywhere where I can nestle a circle. My husband said this looked like clams and pearls. And so there I've added just a few. And you can do diminishing sizes. That gives interest to your tangle. And now I'm going to take, and I'm going to use my jelly roll. It's going to be my next one. And I'm just going to fill in those circles with white. Just a little of this from Sakura. I love the way that jelly roll flows out of that pen. It's a little thicker ink, but it has such a beautiful gloss to it. And just adds such highlights, especially when you're using a gray or a black paper. Now I'm going to use my pencil next. And this is just a regular All-American pencil, number 2 hard lead. And I'm just going to put a little graphite right down here in the points. Come up into that JoKi tangle just a little bit. And I may even go around that little spiral, right on that line. We'll see how things go. And then I'm going to take my shading stump. And again, we want to remember that we clean that shading stump off. Rough it up. It's going to make a difference on how that graphite smooths or blends. And then I'm just going to blend this graphite up a little and around that little corner on the inside of that first spiral. And my little pencil line that I put in there, it will just disappear too. Okay, now I'm going to take my chalk pencil and I'm just going to add, you can see I've sharpened it. Ooh, broke a little. And I'm just going to put a little highlight on the top of JoKi. Just on that round top. Just inside my back pen line. I'm going to take my shading stump again, clean off any graphite that I have on there, and then I'm just going to blend that chalk with my shading stump. Soften it up just a little bit. And I can go back and do a little stipple just over the top of that to give it some more interest. Maybe I'll even go in and make that little spiral have a little weight on the end of it to give it a little interest. And there we have JoKi. You can see that I've added another tangle behind. This one just could float right here by itself. It could have a little fescue, which is one of my favorites. I'll bet I put fescue on about every tangle I do. That and circles are just some embellishments that I like. And there we have JoKi by Kim Aarts. A beautiful tangle, lots of fun. Here I've done it on a tan or Renaissance tile that I've cut, and it is beautiful, done with a brown pen. And I've used a little on this one. I used Prisma Terracotta is the color I used to blend. It works wonderful with the brown Prisma pen. And I hope you enjoyed this tutorial or this lesson. JoKi by Kim Aarts. Kim, yet another fabulous tangle. And thanks for watching. And have a wonderful day.